Game number 6 here at the tournament. UMass Boston beats Chapman 10-6. Coach, your kids fought hard, forced them to bring their closer in at the end, made things interesting down the stretch, but you end up falling in this one. What are your overall thoughts and impressions on how Game 6 went for you?
Yeah, obviously the first couple innings didn't go our way, and so one of the common things that I say, every once in a while when you find yourself in that position, these guys will hear me say it every once in a while. Hey, find yourself even or ahead by the 7th. When they put up that 5 spot, hey, okay, let's try and battle back and get ourselves back in this game, and go from there. And that's been a stalwart of these guys all year long. They're not going to give up, and so they kept battling, and then there's some strategy too going on. Down that much. How do we do it? What are we going to do? And bringing in all those guys to come in and hold us and keep us tight. But also, we came here to win the whole thing. And sometimes things don't go your way. This loss doesn't mean that we're out. And so we still have to think about playing games tomorrow. And so we're battling both those things, trying to win that game, but also trying to keep ourselves in best position to continue to move forward.
Yeah, Coach, talk about the performance of the bullpen, especially those final 4 pitchers who kept you in position to be able to rally at the end.
Outstanding. I mean, especially for guys that because of our pitching being so strong, haven't had that many outings, and for them to come in and do those things in this setting is tremendous. Credit to UMass Boston. I mean, they're a great team. They came out and took advantage of the mistakes that we made, and boy, they're aggressive and they swing the bats. They do the little things. They played well, but so really that even more impressive that our guys that haven't maybe had the innings and the being ready to go, did that and kept us in the game.
It was like that second inning was like death by 1,000 cuts until that big double. Yeah. Did you feel like you guys were just like right on the edge of getting out of it?
Yes, anytime, especially with Peck. I mean, especially just you're just a strikeout away, and even with the bases loaded, a strikeout double play or strikeout and a fly ball, and then another out. You get out of it by one. Maybe only giving up 1 run, maybe 2. And if we could have minimized that a little bit better, then it shows we ended up putting up 6 runs on the board. If we could have minimized that inning a little bit better, then that would have been a different scenario there down at the end.
For Joe, you are of course up close and personal with all the pitchers. So, what was was something not working for Peck today, or was just Mass Boston just hitting the ball, whatever?
I mean, I wouldn't say he was on his A game, but he went out there and competed, and give credit to UMass Boston. I mean, when he didn't execute the pitches, they hit it hard. So a lot of credit to them.
And can you kind of give me your take on what Coach was talking about earlier, especially those guys out of the bullpen?
I thought they did great. Like you said, with our front 3 guys and then Garcia and Turner out of the bullpen, those guys haven't gotten a lot of work. It's huge that they can come in and do what they did. Briggs, Joy, Glenn, they all did a really great job.
For Henry and for Brad, tell us a little bit about the mentality of not throwing it in when you guys are down 9-2 early, and then you go a couple innings without a run. So now it's like 9-2 in the 6th. What tell us about just your thoughts about how you keep your head in the game and still battle.
I mean, like Lav talks about all the time, baseball is fun. Regardless what the score is, you just got to go out there and play the game, because who knows what could happen. They had their 5 spot early. We could have a 5, 6, 7 spot late just from a few mistakes, a couple walks, mistakes, hits, and then you're back in the game just like that. So just staying with your plan. There's no reason to change anything. You get down, you just keep fighting.
We've been in the spot before, down late, so we know if we keep on fighting, we might scratch a few runs and pull out a ball again.
For anybody, Coach talked about this a little bit yesterday, but obviously this format is a little different from what you guys have been playing the last couple weeks in the super regionals and the regionals. So what's it like kind of then gearing back, knowing that this was not an elimination game and you still have a game to play tomorrow to stay in this? And it's for any of the players, preferably.
I think the biggest thing is staying positive. Like Coach Lav said, by no means are we out of it. With our pitching, the offense, I think we're hitting the ball pretty well. There's no reason we can't win these next 3 games.
Henry, you seem to be particularly seeing the ball well. What kind of frame of mind are you in, or what are you seeing? What's working?
Just the swing feels good. Had my ups and downs early, but it feels good. So I'm seeing the ball well, and if I'm getting strikes, I'm gonna hit them.
I got to ask, and maybe I'll direct this to you, Coach. You guys are playing tomorrow, then your third consecutive game at 8 a.m. Pacific time. You guys have to be adjusted to the time zone by now, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, no worries about that. And so we're excited to get out there against a good Washington Jefferson team. We played them once already, and they'll be ready to go, and we'll be ready to go, and it'll be fun.
I didn't have any